But what I'm interested in is a new Risk of Rain 2 DLC called Seekers of the Storm.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, and I can't wait for it. But yeah, it's according to the devs, it's going to be super like lore based, which if you guys know anything about me, it's that I spent way too much time reading the Risk of Rain 2 lore. I need to make a video about all the Risk of Rain lore because I think it'd be really funny. But I don't know. I love Risk of Rain. I love the lore and the story that they've managed to tell. And so getting a DLC with that in mind is also really cool.
Yeah, how long has Risk of Rain 2 been out?
It's been in early access it was in early access for a while. I honestly couldn't tell you off the top of my head, I don't think.
Time to look it up.
Yeah, basically.
Let's see. 2019.
Yeah, and then Survivors of the Void came out in 2021, which is almost 3 years ago. And then Survivors of the Void just got ported to console today. It just came out today. And we got an announcement for the next DLC. So console players can enjoy Seekers of the Storm circa 2027, probably.
Yeah. I would say like maybe 2 years.
Maybe 2 years. Yeah, well, the thing is, I feel like the issue was that Survivors of the Void was done by Hopoo Games, which is who made Risk of Rain. And then last year they sold the Risk of Rain IP to Gearbox. And I feel like that acquisition had something to do with what took so long. So now that Seekers of the Storm is going to be made by Gearbox, you know, for Risk of Rain, I feel like they'll be able to port it a little bit faster. But who knows? Who knows? I think that Risk of Rain 2 is a perfect video game.
Yeah. It's really good.
It's so good. It's so good. I feel like every time that we play it, Max and I, one of us has to pause and just go, God damn, this game is amazing. You know? It's just so fucking good. Front to back.
Speaking of announcements, we got a very special announcement.
Yeah, we did.
What do you think?
I have apprehensive hope for it, I think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that could go wrong with the brand new Zelda movie that just got announced.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff that could go wrong. But here's the thing. There was a lot of stuff that could have gone wrong with the Mario movie as well. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the Mario movie was a masterpiece, because it fucking wasn't by any stretch of the imagination. It was a good enough, fun enough movie. But here's the thing, right? Nintendo thankfully has a track record of working on their own IPs on external projects. So I feel like as long as Miyamoto and Aonuma are working on it together in conjunction with good writers and that producer and director that they chose, which I'm kind of also apprehensive about that, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
As long as they are doing the right thing by working closely with them, I feel like we'll get a product that isn't horrible.
I think Nintendo knows what they're doing with more so the movie protection now, considering the shit that they did with the original Mario movie, which was nothing. They had no say in it whatsoever, and look what it turned out.
Exactly. I feel like they'll make a better call than they have in previous attempts. Right? Like
they've always done good with the cartoons.
Yeah, or at least good enough. So I'm kind of, and I mean, this is both just how my brain operates and how I operate. It's kind of like I can't make an opinion until something comes out. We don't know anything about it yet. We don't know. All we know are like 2 of the names that it's attached to, right?
We know it's live action.
We know it's live action, which I will say I think it's a huge misstep on them to do live action instead of Ghibli style animation.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just the easy thing to do, right? Like it'd be easy for Miyamoto to find a good animation studio, make Mappa do it. Right, like that's easy mode. Making a good quality product live action from a video game is not an easy feat.
No,
but
it's not like the comics. It's not like the MCU, where these are actual like realistic characters.
It's high fantasy.
It's a work of fiction.
Here's my final say on it. I think if they give me a Lord of the Rings movie with Zelda characters, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And that's what it needs to be, I think. Right. It doesn't need to be The Last of Us. It doesn't need to be this huge narrative experience. It doesn't need to be the Mario movie. It doesn't need to just be a conglomerate of like Zelda nostalgia. It needs to be high fantasy. It needs to have good actors, whether they're known or not. And it needs to have a good script, and Link needs to talk very little. They need to implement the Dead Space 1 remake, or the Dead Space remake rule for Isaac talking, which was Isaac only speaks in the Dead Space remake whenever he's spoken to. I don't need Link to be making snarky remarks or like making jokes or whatever.
Hear me out. Chris Pratt stars as Link.
That would be really funny, I think. I don't think it would be good, but I do think it would be kind of funny. But it's like they just need to make it good, and I feel like Miyamoto and Aonuma are gonna do that.
Yeah, I think that it's weird for me to think that they're doing a live action movie. I didn't think that they would go that route.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm open to whatever.
Yeah, I'm reserving judgment until we see more about it. Definitely.
Yeah. You know what I think would be really good in live action? Metroid.
Well, yeah, obviously. You just hire the right. Yeah, absolutely.
Like the Aliens movie. I think that would work really well on that, because I mean, to be fair, that's what Metroid is basically based off of. But definitely. You just put hot blonde actress in a suit. Samus would need to actually be a person, not CGI like the Spider-Man suits and stuff. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the other egg. Oh, it's that guy in the first area. Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I will reserve any opinions on it until I see it.
Yeah, well, that's how I am with everything, and I know we've talked about that plenty. Is I can't give you an opinion on something that's not out yet. Like, oh my god, dude, I'm surprised I didn't get any more beef on Twitter. There's this guy the posted the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare trailer. And someone in the comments was like, I hated this game too much to even play it. And I'm like, then you don't have an opinion on it. You can say it doesn't look fun to me. It doesn't look like I'll enjoy it. That's a valid thing to say. Totally valid. But you can't fucking say, I didn't like it so much that I didn't play it. That's not a thing. And I know that any fucking person out there hearing this is gonna be like, oh well, maybe he tried it and then stopped playing it. Then you should say, I tried it, didn't like it, so I stopped playing it. That's a totally different remark than just saying I didn't like it, so I didn't play it. That's not a fucking thing you can do. Holy shit, you fucking moron. Sorry. I hate when people get past judgment on something that's not even out yet, or that they haven't even tried or listened to or whatever. Never yuck someone else's yums. That's one of the quickest ways to make me really fucking upset. Is just like, if somebody was like, yeah, I don't like Spyro. I don't know. I've never played it, but I hate it. I'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. You're an actual fucking dumbass, piece of shit doofus, nincompoop. Okay? And I feel that with my whole heart.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh my god, it's so annoying. What do you guys do? Oh, they're there to pick me up if I fall.